Hello guys! Today, when I record this video, it's Sunday in the beginning of November. See this shelf down there? There are plants that I don't really fancy all that much anymore. Of course, a couple, but some of them are a little bit too white. As for this Miltonia sunset, I need to divide this gal. This one is already 2 plants. Dancing lady, Oncidium dancing lady. Yeah, I can split it up into 2 pieces. The one back there, golden cell, BLC golden cell, and it's not doing well, really, not all that great, and she seems to have a very natural dividing point, just in between the canes there. As you can see, it's an empty space. So why not just make 2 plants out of that one and sell it? Maybe I can get a better sample of this orchid some other time. That orchid to the backside there is the RLC Crispin Rosales Blue Kang. If she doesn't bloom this season, I will probably sell her. She's a good grower, but she never blooms. And I got a similar one. The RLC King of Taiwan. It's really progressing nicely now. It's been outside the sheath for at least 1.5 weeks. So this bud is growing larger and larger, so it's not going to be a tiny flower, that's for sure, which I was a little bit scared that it would be. So it certainly is going to be thinner color. I don't really need 1 stubborn one and 1 bloom-willing one, so, well, just see. I'll wait for a couple of more months' time and we shall see. This one I really love to save, but it's the Cattleya Vinosa. One of the most gorgeous ones. I can give you a pop-up of his flower so you can see what it looks like. Yeah, it's a cross between something, I think it's Labiada, or let's see, Vinosa from Orchid Garden. I've had it for many years, 7, perhaps 8. Cross between Cattleya CG Roebling and Cattleya Labiada. Over 20 centimeter wide flowers. But the trips took him, so I only had time to enjoy them for 3 days. And I don't think that her newest cane shall perform. But you never know. But yeah, no, I don't think so. Here's my kitchen. And look, this is a stand. I found this lovely IKEA soccer, not football, soccer stand. Outside the garbage room. Somebody probably was on the way to move somewhere else and just, yeah, I don't want to go to the place where we can recycle all furniture and stuff. No, we're too lazy. Just leave it there. And it was all rusty or discolored, really ugly. So I repainted it. Yeah, not all that thoroughly, but I can assure you that it looks much nicer than it did yesterday. So, yeah. I have 2 stands here, 2 old ones, sucker, which I placed lead tubes onto, like this. Very easy. Yeah, accommodates a lot of orchids. Very nicely arranged, I think. And here's another one, my 3rd one. And after that, they stopped distributing the sucker series, the stand. But I saw these guys many years ago. But I didn't really know how to use them properly, but now I know. I'm going to get rid of this white one and add on the 2nd stand next to this one. I think it's quite bright here. It's bright enough. That heavy lamp, LED tube, lights up a lot of space here. I don't think I need to add on any extra light sources. So, yeah, that's the project. Well, in the kitchen, I'm certain that this video could go on and on and on and on forever. So, I don't think I'm going to divide all of the orchids. It's on the shelf, the bottom shelf. But I'm going to address a few and just look at a few and talk a little bit about them. So this video is going to be a little bit about orchids as well. Not only, as going to see in the end of this video, as it's going to be a lot of fish talk, fish tank talk, aquarium stuff. So, well, I thought I'd just film the orchid-related stuff for starters, and then you can decide for yourself what you want to see. Yeah? Anyway, RSC, Crispin, Rosales, hello Kang. Grow rational orchid from 3.5 years ago. Yeah, produced a sheath. Oh, that's good news, I thought. Yeah, never filled it up with anything. Didn't create any buds. Plump, gorgeous pseudobulbs. Always been growing nicely, even after the transition into semi-hydroponics from bark mixture, bark and moss. Lovely root system. So I figured, what's the deal? The latest growth should have a good amount of capacity to bloom. The red tinges are the pigmentation, a good indicator what the color of the blooms will look like. So in this case, dinner color, purple, red, that color range, the reddish one, shall we say. I thought she looked lovely, and I like the shape of the flowers. That's what I got her. And she won't bloom. She's been outside. She's been in very, very bright natural light on my balcony. She's been in the shade. She's been in the cooler temperatures. She's been everywhere. I've tried out. Yeah, there's really nothing else that I can try out for her. Yeah, my ideas has run out. But she's such a gorgeous Cattleya. I don't want to sell her. I don't want to throw her away. I don't want to divide her. I don't want to try out anything else for her. Any suggestions, please? Anyway, that's her. It's gonna stay as she is. Ooh, heavy load orchid. This is my I can barely see it. BLC Golden Cell. There are many different varieties on that one. But I've got a little problem with this orchid. Yeah. Dark leaf tips. I've already been there cutting it off and added on a little bit of grounded cinnamon. That didn't help. It continues to, turn black. So, do we have anything else? Yeah, that's not the only one. I had to cut the other one all the way down there. Yeah. So, maybe she doesn't like it in the semi-hydro after all. Yeah. So I think she's going to be divided. So let's bring her out and see what happens. Yes. I don't think she's lacking roots or anything. She looks healthy and plump and hydrated enough. But, yeah. Whoa. Oh. Yeah. It was reported not long ago. I decided to give her some more space, so I removed the plastic pot she was sitting in here, so she can use the whole amount of space in here more efficiently. But well, it didn't really help, did it? Good new roots here. This one is it's rotten, so she carries a bit bad stuff as well. Another new growth, which has not yet seen the light. As you can see, it's a very, very pale new growth hidden underneath the gravel. Yes? Good new root tip. So this part could be kind of sort of vigorous. If I intend to keep one piece of this plant, I would like to keep the better one. But, well, you can see that she's also producing another one. An even larger one to the other side. The side I decided not to keep. So, well, maybe I should keep both of them. And just to see what's going to happen. I mean, I'm running out of space. I live in a kind of small apartment. At least for more than 1 or 2 people. So, and a dog, of course. Never to forget my lovely little dog. So, I mean, I don't have excess amount of space, really. So either it's downsizing or do something else, make them fit better, accommodate them more efficiently. Anyways, I need to find a good spot where to cut them. That one would be, I think, that would be a natural dividing point. There's going to be a bit largest piece here, but maybe it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, and the minimum is really, I think, when you divide a huge Cattleya, 5 kings. And the other one's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 2 new coming. And on this one, 2 new coming as well. No, 1 new coming. So, well, I'm going to disinfect this one. Of course, this one is can be 1 piece as well. So, got several options here. If you don't want the orchid to be too large. So, what to say, what to do. So, this is what's going to happen. I'm going to divide her here. Cut. I mean, she's not blooming anyway, so. So, let us see now. And I certainly do not need 3 of the same orchid. But, yes, this is a good growth. Yes, it really is. And it comes off easier than expected. So, but I do not like this growth, but, yeah. But anyway, it's a good Cattleya to save. So, of course, get rid of a couple of its roots. I can always cut away this part. It's going to create another one here. But, yeah, what's the point, really? This one is just a little bit wet, and I know it's already, before it's even matured itself, added to its fullest capacity. It's already creating another one. That's away. There's another one there, coming out from an old eye. You see, it's quite dark. Yes, what's underneath? What's hiding? Could be something great. It most often is. So, you can see another eye. So, it's going to be a good growth that as well. So, I can choose to cut off these 3 guys. So, let's just cut it here. Ooh. And you can see, no fusarium, no ugly purple ring. And you can tell its leaves aren't dehydrated. So, yeah, this division is really, really nice. So this one I will obviously keep for myself. And this one has got roots as well. Most part of the members of the Orchid Society, they do not keep their orchids in semi-hydroponics. Some of them have simply not ever heard about it. Old-fashioned way of growing. Yay, yay. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just that I like to experimenting a bit. Okay, so it's a kind of alright division, without any blackening stuff. I wouldn't want to give away a bad orchid to somebody else. So, she will, of course, create something else from somewhere later on. And now I can keep this, shall we say, these 2 orchids in smaller, perhaps 12 centimeter wide, which means approximately 5 inches wide, plastic pots. And now they can stay in my stand. Yeah. Just spray them with neem oil solution, of course. So I don't think I'm gonna bring them into the actual room which they will be sitting in today. Gonna be repotted, of course, before the roots dries out and are being dehydrated and destroyed. Yeah. I'm gonna reuse the leca. Yep. I cut it off. That one, since it's got a new eye and new roots. So this one, yeah, looks nasty. So, well, why not? It's still performing. There's another one coming. Here's another one. There's an eye to the middle. So this one is going to be a really wide plant. And this one turned out to be the most vigorous piece of them all. So, look. With this beautiful new growth coming as well. So, this one shall remain in semi-hydroponics, I think. Yes. But now all that remains is this piece. It's going to be a very wide plant. It's not going to fit a 12 centimeter, 4.5 inch pot for very much longer. As a matter of fact, it won't fit as it is now, so what to do then? Well, I'm going to cut it here. Yes. So, that's what I did. End of no return. Oh, yeah. So, why did I do such a drastic procedure? Yeah, you can see, here is one. There's going to be another one there. So, now we got 4. And soon it's going to be 6 kings. And now this part, this division, will fit very well in a 5-inch pot. Yes. And so will this one. And both divisions has got a couple of roots. This one. There's an eye there. Another one coming there. So there will be 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces very soon. So it's gonna work. These 2 are for, I think, selling. But I got another idea. Save this one for semi-hydro and these 2 for simple bark mixture in plastic pots. Small, perhaps 9 centimeter or perhaps 12 centimeter. I have not yet decided. But try something really different for them, just to see how it works. And it's easier to sell an orchid in bark mixture, bark medium. Because most part of people grow the Cattleyas in bark. Yes. At least here in this country. So it will be easier for me to sell them without any questions or decline. Yeah, there will be some decline if transitioned. So that I wouldn't want to happen to other people. So yeah, it will be easier for them, the ones who's going to buy them. I'm going to show you one more thing, guys, today, before it finished looking at the orchids. This orchid is a very lovely Cattleya orchid species. It's the Cattleya mossii. Yeah. I think, if I don't remember it wrong, that is the Venezuela's national flower. I think so. I'm not saying I'm right, but I think so. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous orchid, which grew quite white and quite dense to the base here. So the scale were lurking down there. I could never ever get rid of them, except for getting the whole orchid out from the medium. And she doesn't like to be reported when in a very, very wrong growing stage. So, so what to do? Just let them lurk there and destroy the orchid? Or let her have a severe setback? So I just didn't know, really. So I divided her into 3 different pieces. My other 2, or 1 or 2, I think, died. Yes? Didn't create any new roots and just withered away. This is what's left of her. So she hasn't bloomed. She didn't bloom this spring as she usually does. Yeah. No blooming. Nothing. So she's just on her way on recovering a bit. This is poor compared to what she's able to grow. Yes. So this is what can happen if you divide a Cattleya orchid at the very wrong time of the year, and yeah, or even just divide her. So she rejected it, really. So this is my favorite orchid, trying to recover. So next year, perhaps next year, yay. Next spring, perhaps. But I'm going to show you another example on a Cattleya I divided into 2 or 3 pieces. Yeah, I think 3 pieces, divisions, at the very same day as I divided this gal. And that one is a, it's a hybrid cross. Yeah. And that orchid is here. Looks like crap, but she's alive. It's the RTH Ringclatleonti Fushu Glory Happy Holiday from Schwerter. Had a few years. Never once skipped a blooming, no matter what condition the plant itself. So, look. It's going to give us 4 blooms from one single sheath. Even being divided and all. Transitioned, repotted back again, and really treated lousy. You see, she had scale. She still got it. Doesn't matter what I do. But it's a lot better now. And I do believe that the thrips are on the way of being extincted as well. There's another little stuff in here, but I'm not really sure. I can feel it, but yeah, it's not really developing. But I think this is great, for I haven't been through such a hassle. Yes? So that can happen as well. So it's not a rule without any exception, okay, to divide a Cattleya orchid that it will most certainly skip 1 or 2 years blooming. That's not really true. Depends on the orchid. Yeah. So now I'm going to take care of the Miltonia sunset as well, and such. So, yeah. The results. And well, I guess you're curious what happened to my Miltonia sunset. Or maybe not, but I'm going to show it to you anyway. No. 2 large back bulbs, kind of old, almost leafless. Yeah. But somebody else, maybe, can shake some life into these bulbs. And this one as well. It's growing down there. I mean, this is a climbing orchid, so this one was all the way down in the to the bottom of the pot. So yeah, buried. That's why you can see the discoloration, but it's not rotten. You can stand being wet, but well, no. I would like its new roots to, for example, this one's new roots to be inside the pot instead of up in the air. So, 2 back bulbs, 1 decent plant, the best one. This one bloomed not long ago. Another new growth there coming. This one is going to produce a new growth as well, or perhaps even, no, not a flower spike, but so I don't mind having a couple of this variety. A small one, yeah, why not? This kind of decent one, a little bit uglier leaves, but but anyways, she's been blooming 1 month ago, free from thrips and scale, new growth and such. Yeah. This one is going to be huge. It's going to fill up the whole pot here in 1 year's time. No worries. And this little back bulb, why not? So these 3 are going to come with me to the Orchid Society meeting. Yes. And while I was at it, I decided to divide my Cattleya Vinosa One of my favorite ones, one of my oldest Cattleyas. Still in my collection. The problem with this orchid is that she only had 1 or 2 viable roots. So she really needs to put out another new shoot here. Otherwise, yeah, these ugly leaves will continuously decline. Dehydrated. And here's the mother plant, so to speak, the best part of the plant. She's a kind of flimsy orchid. She's never been a lovely one, so I'm not surprised that she still isn't. But at least she's got some more space to create another new growth, her next new growth from out of this one space. That's a growing pattern, Cattleyas, of course, yeah. So even this small little pot is now, yeah, good spaced, yeah. 1 or 2 years, and that's great. So she can be in the stand, my new stand, the sucker one, sucker. So, yeah, the shelf to the bottom will not be so crowded anymore, I believe. So, that's, yeah, really nice. Now I'm going to go to the pet store and look at some fish. Follow me. Creatures on there. Must be a couple. Just like a water living pet. It's one of my favorite color combinations. The Oscars. Fortunately, they can grow about 40 centimeters long, so nothing for your kids, really. So, guess what? I'm home again, and I found the angelfish. It's the blue Amazon with a little bit of diamond, the white diamond or whatever, in it. So it's even nicer with this little baby blue shade to it. These 3 guys are still in the bag, but not for very much longer. They need to sit there a bit, firstly to adapt to the temperature. Yeah, you can see my other angelfish are kind of curious what's going on. So, look at this one. Yeah, I can see myself. Oh, it's not so very easy to film. But you can see, here's my female. I had her for several years now, and this is a male. 99% sure that this is a male. We're building couples in the aquarium in the store, so well, I've been having discus fish for many years now, so I'm starting to tell how they really act and what signs to look for. Not only the genitals, which are quite difficult to determine anyway, so, well, I will soon let him out. It's going to be very interesting. They're kind of similar, so this one should be Heckle Blue. Heckle Cross Blue, and this one is just no name. But you can see they're very similar to each other, so I hope it's a couple so they can breed. I need a breeding couple in here. He's here. Let's now make it as quick as painless as possible. Yeah? Now, before you even notice what happened, slowly into this wet net. Wet net. Yeah? I want to discover himself in which direction he's supposed to swim. Yeah? So if he can find the entrance out, and he could, yeah, now we're good to go. So now they're in there as well. There's not much to see. The first day, they will act really shy, hiding. But it helps to have a couple of companions of the same genus. Yeah. Well, here's the day after, the evening after. I'm filming from a distance in order not to scare the fish. You can see the male, the new male. You can see, female comes here to the right, and the male underneath her. So they already built a little couple. He likes her, I think. But she needs to get fed, a little bit more fed, this next following weeks, so she can start to produce eggs. Yes? But it's kind of difficult to keep up with the feeding, to keep the balance. It's very easily overfed, and the water quality will fail. Yes. And especially now when it gets dark outside very quickly. And if you haven't got the lights on, so well, I see no point in feeding sleeping fish. That's why they don't get as much food as they should. They should be fed a couple of times a day. But there's not so many in there, so it's very easy to overfeed them and lower the water quality. And they will react immediately in a negative way, so too bad, too poor water quality, so yeah. But anyway, I'm happy, you can see, and it started to eat the very first day. So and the guy at the store told me that he's been having these discus fish for 3 weeks, and that they're eating regular dry pellets and food and stuff, so that's a good sign. 2 weeks later, sorry for the backlight, sorry for seeing me, but I'll be if these guys aren't a couple. The new one here, and the one there, supposedly female. This one is not allowed to be interacting with them, so this must be a male. So it's working out really well, and this guy started to eat the very first evening. And that's very rare, I can tell you that much, when it comes to discus fish. You have to tease them for at least 1 week time before they even can start to think about trying the food you're providing them. But I gave them white worms, so that did trick. So frozen food is a very good concept to get the discus fish start eating, as well as now we need to go see what I'm hiding in this cupboard. These guys, vibrobites, very slow sinking, a unique worm-like stick that one can fool them as well, to think that they're really getting fed live worms. They act like worms. That is pellet form. But they are pellets in a worm-like shape. So very, very efficient as well, if you like to get your stubborn, new-bought discus fish to start eating. Yes? So, the first signs you should be aware of when it comes to discus fish is the width across the forehead. If it starts to taper towards the dorsal fin, you can tell that there's something wrong going on in its stomach system, inside its guts. Yes. It's very, very difficult with the medications available these days to treat it. Yes. The substances which are really working for those kinds of intestinal problems aren't allowed to be used anymore. They're forbidden. So, yeah. Just like when it comes to orchids, pesticides. Isn't that so? And in this aquarium, you can see a couple of really vivid angelfish swimming around vigorously, energetic. These are the guys I bought 2 weeks ago, almost. The silvery, diamond glittering variety of the Amazon blue. Ones I've been looking out for quite some time, since I lost a female for my breeding couple. Just saw the male earlier. They think it's feeding time, so that's why they're staring at the surface where the food sinks down from. But you can see all three, 1, 2, 3, are there, eating well. I'll be darned if this one hasn't grown already. I've given these guys white worms as well. Yeah, they can cope with a kind of, sort of, very same kind of food as a discus fish. Even beef heart, well, not so much, but every now and then only they are being fed beef heart. So look at this black one. Very soon, if I get some help, I will bring up my larger, lovely, tailor-made aquarium from my basement space. Yes. And exchange this one with the other one. And add a couple of discus fish. The ones being kept down there. Dark Angel from Stunker Discus. I've shown you guys these discus fish before, so it's kind of a surprise for you that I got them, but I don't want them to stay and remain dwarf-sized. So they need to be given a larger space with more height than width. They like high aquariums to prosper. Yes. But look at the color. Yeah, very intense color. With this lovely, lovely shining pink forehead and sides. So, well, I'm going to show you guys that project as well. Of course I will, when it's done, finally ready. Which most likely would be during the Christmas holiday weekends, when I'm going to be off for a couple of days and work at home with my all of my hobbies, my pets. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. This little video, which included even my fish this time. It happens once in a while. Yeah, hope you liked it. And the dividing of the Cattleya orchids and stuff. So, till see you next time. Take care. We shall talk soon. And please, if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. It would be really, really appreciated. Yeah? Bye-bye.